Out here in the shop, and I've got the Moto fenders, and right beside we've got some sandpaper. You know where this is going. So here it is about 30 minutes later, and I've sanded the whole piece. And I took some dish soap and gave it a good washing. Okay, just cleaned up the fenders with paint thinner, and I have some primer. This primer is for rusty metal, and then the paint, we got gloss cherry. So gloss cherry red right after the primer dries. And here are the fenders primed and upside down in drying mode. So I got so excited about the red paint, I sprayed the bottom of the fenders this morning even before I went to work. Now we're about to flip them over and paint the top. And at work in the trash can I found a Coke can. I don't know if that's cherry red or if it's Coke can red. Matches up pretty close. Maybe we should call it cherry Coke can red. You can see a little bit of difference. Let's get that out of the way. Here is a shot of my red fenders. I don't know if I'll put another coat of paint or just go stick them on the mower. I think they look good enough. What they're going to do, they're going to make the rest of the mower look bad. The rest of the mower is going to be wanting some paint. So we're right here with the Moto mow, and we've got the painted fenders. They've been drying for days. They're ready to go on. And that red's a little bit brighter than what's on it. Yeah, it'll get dirty, get dusty, it'll blend in. Up next, we need to get on these wheels. Gotta save the wheels from the rust. Put some white on them. I think once the wheels, all four wheels are painted, maybe the hood, maybe this big red piece right here, we'll be ready to go. Now one thing I have to do is take the plow off the back, but I have no garden right now. I don't know the last time I've used it, so I'm not going to miss it. We're going to put the fenders on. Here we go. And so with 5 bolts removed and in about 5 minutes, the plow system, the bed system is off. And the seat is off, and I think under the seat that white spring bracket, that's going to be painted white before I put it back on. And then we can get the fenders on, but while everything's off, I might go ahead and wash it up real good. And I think I'll take off the belly scratchers too. Don't guess I need those. And so then with 2 bolts and less than 2 minutes, the belly scratchers are gone. And I've got an old bottle of Grease Lightning. We're going to see how it works on grease. Or oil. Oily grease. And so here in the paint station, I've got the seat sanded down and cleaned up, ready for paint. Same thing with the seat spring. So I'm out here with the dually pulling the lawn cart, and these white wheels don't match. So I'm having a little bit of a brainstorm. There is some primer going on. Right in the middle of a bunch of paint projects, and I've got some yellow going on. There is some white going on. It's not ready to flip yet. There's some more primer going on. And there's about to be some red going on for this seat. Just got to figure out where to put it to paint it. Here in the yellow department, it is time to paint a wheel and a jack stand, both at the same time. And here they are, both painted. And I have one more wheel in case you wanted to watch. Well, watch then. Good enough. Back in the paint booth, and we're going to smear on a little bit of white. And the can is getting empty. And if we look to the other side, there's the red seat. Bottom half done, top half yet to go. And now for the 2-tone trailer wheels. First with the empty can of spray paint. And when this wheel dries, we'll throw the tire on the other knobby tire, get rid of that smooth one. So I've got the lawn cart wheels drying in front of the fan. Let me turn the fan off just in case there's some wind noise. And then if we walk over to the Moto Mo, I've got the wheel off the back, one of the wheels. Ooh, looking in the corner under the fenders, I found those two tires in the trash pile at the local tire shop. And they're 8-inch wheels. That'll fit a lawnmower back end. Panning back over, I've got the tire and wheel off the back of one side of the Moto Mo. I've got the tire off the wheel. I have sanded the wheel, I've washed up the tire, and the wheel is about to go over to the paint shop. And the Moto Mo is using the jack stand from the Dually Dually. The Moto Mo's jack stand's not dry yet. Yeah, I guess I got a little bored, painted the jack stands too. This seat spring bracket is feels like it's dry enough. I need this area to paint that wheel, so I'm going to move this over to the other side, nearer to the Moto Mo. That looks like a good place to store it, right there. And for now, I think I'll leave the rest of the tractor the old red. I may get anxious and paint this part and maybe the hood. But as far as the frame and the transmission, it might stay the old red. So on back wheel number 1, I decided instead of white to go with milk chocolate. That looks so delicious. Actually, that's the rusty metal primer. Rusty metal primer used on heavily rusted metal. And I'll probably let this dry all night and then flip it over and paint the other side tomorrow. Give it a good, missed a little spot right there. Hang on a second. Give it some good drying time, and then tomorrow we'll flip it over, paint the other side, and then we'll jump on it with the white. I was kidding about the milk chocolate. And the seat has had its final coat of red. I even painted the bolt in the center red. And I've got the jack stand for the Moto Mo completely complete. I probably should have done this top part white, but nah, black's fine. The tires are black on it. And in the paint shop, and I painted this wheel one side this morning before I went to work. I'm going to flip it over now and paint the other side. It is halfway done. So right now the wood shop is being the wheel shop. There's some stormy weather outside, so I brought my stuff inside, and I've got this wheel, Poulon on one side, Moto Mo on the other. I'm going to be putting this tire on. This is the tire that came off. It's just like a smooth, stocker, what you'd find on a lawn cart. One of those popped years ago, and I put this one on. This one's been waiting literally for years to be put on. Today is that day. So this is the look we're going for. Reversible. Let's call those reversible. And my goal is to get this wheel and tire on, get the tube in it, and not pop a hole in the tube. The first thing I do would be put a bunch of tire spray on the tire. Make it super slick, easy to put on. Also makes your tire shiny. Okay, the valve stem is finally in place. It's straight. It's right where it wants to be. Now I'm going to put the valve stem core back in. It screws right into place. Then we'll put air in the tire. We'll fill it up. Want to see those heavy rains I was telling you about? And lightning. I'm going back inside. I need you to hear these frogs after the rain. So here on the lawn cart with the painted wheels, the reversible painted wheels, I have just put wheel bearing grease. I'll put one washer on. And so the Moto Mo is tore apart right now, so I'll put the white side in. Poulon's running just fine. Then we're going to put the other washer on. And I've got some new pins in stock. Don't know what I bought them for. I guess they were spares. But they're going to fit this application just perfect. Put them in from the bottom, which is really the top. This side's done. Let me repeat on the other side. Then I'll collect the old pins, put them somewhere safe, and it is time to flip the lawn cart back onto its tires. And then there you have it, ready for another 100,000 miles, or 100 miles. So here is the Poulon with the matching trailer wheels, and matching jack stand. Up front on the Moto mode, it's time to pull this pin. Go wash that up and get a little paint put on it. The front spindle has been cleaned up, and the front tire, hang on. The front tire has been cleaned up, sanded, paint thinner to get the fingerprints off, and now we're going to spray on a little bit of white. Luckily the front wheel was not as bad as the back wheel. I'm not going to prime it, I'm going to paint it. Here we go. It is now time to put the fenders and the seat on. Maybe by tomorrow we'll have the back tire and the front tire back on. Maybe we can roll it out and get it into the sunlight. And now, let me go get the seat. There, seat and fenders on. First time ever using that tool tray. It's now time to slap a little grease on that spindle and put the wheel back on. Good enough. Here in the lawn cart, I got the back tractor tire for the Moto, and we're about to put it on the wheel. And it's not that big of a deal. I've already put a lot of slickum on the tire. Tire shine. We are halfway on. Here's the Moto out in full sun. I've got it partially redone. Painted the tires and wheels on this side. Need to do the tires and wheels on the other side. I like the fenders, the seat. Up next, we need to do the steering wheel and steering column and the brake / clutch pedal. Paint those white. And it'd be really nice for the hood and that other big red piece if we could repaint those. That might be in the next episode. Moto redo part 2. Feels like I should try out the reversible wheels. Let's do that right now. And I got a pit crew assistant, so that'd be good. Okay, back up one more time. And down. Here is the Moto with the lawn cart with the matching white wheel. That was easy. Probably picture time. Let me stop this and take a picture. Okay, question for you. Should I replace the old metal shifter ball with this number 3? It's red, matches the mower. What do you think? And then this number 13, hang on a second. The old faded pool ball almost matches the pool line color. 13, what do you think? Should I? Now this don't do anything just now, but someday in the future it might. Right now it's just a start safety switch. Has to be down to start it. Let me know, what do you think?